Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Selamat pagi kepada anda semua dari Blitar, Batu Kawan, Pulau Pinang untuk perlombaan terakhir bagi kejuaraan Malaysian Cub Prix untuk musim 2024 ini. Hari ini hari Sabtu, hari yang pertama untuk hujung minggu perlombaan. Seperti biasa, secara tradisinya kita akan menamatkan musim kita di Pulau Pinang dalam perlombaan yang terakhir bagi musim 2024 ini. Baiklah, kita mulakan terlebih dahulu dengan aksi dalam CP150 sesi latihan bebas yang pertama untuk mereka. Seperti yang kita ketahui bagi CP150 ini, kejuaraan telah pun kita ketahui dengan Ahmad Akid Aziz telah pun bergelar juara selepas dia memenangi perlumbaan di Lita Iskandar Puteri Johor Bahru 2 minggu lalu. Dan kemenangan yang meletakkan dirinya sebagai juara bagi musim ini. Dia adalah juara bertahan dan ini adalah kejuaraan yang keduanya. Bagi musim ini, dia hanya sekali tidak menaiki podium dalam perlombaan di pusingan yang ketiga di lintas antarabangsa Sepang Utara. Selain pada itu, dia berada di hadapan sentiasa memenangi perlombaan dan tempat yang kedua ketika di Batu Kawan di Kuala Terengganu di tempat yang kedua. Sekarang kita lihat Kasma dalam perlumba yang cuba untuk memberikan cabaran kepada pasukan CKJ, tapi agak sukar untuk menewaskan CKJ bagi musim ini. Azroy Hakim Anwar yang mana pada musim ini dia ada sekali jempol tidak menyertai perlumbaan. Selain pada itu, berikan cabaran peringkat awal kepada Akid dan juga pada Afif, namun terpaksa akur dengan pasukan CKJ untuk musim 2024 ini.
Yeah, Azroy, he's had his fair share of struggles. He looked strong midway through the season, but a common occurrence for Azroy in the past few seasons has been a very difficult start. He's been riddled with constant issues at the start of the season, and that's where he loses the points. And I'm really not surprised if that's where motivation starts to drop as well. Yellow flag there, someone's gone wide. It's one of the, I think it was one of the CKJ bikes, but I'm for Azroy as he blitzed through the lap times. Kasma Daniel now comes through a 52.311. Matic Pirates as well doing a very good job there. He's up in third. So not a bad day so far from the Hondas, because Shano Shazraz as well, he's in fifth, and Darwish is in seventh.
Yep. Tahun lalu di lintar ini, Akid menang dalam perlombaan selepas dia bermula dari petak yang ketiga. Afif di tempat yang kedua dan Azroy yang bermula di petak utama perlombaan menduduki tempat yang ketiga untuk musim 2023. Ciri-ciri di lintar ini, Danny, track ini kalau kita lihat, dia ada satu U-turn dan adakah ini satu track yang laju atau teknikal untuk mereka?
Yeah, I was talking with a few riders about it, and they said that it is a very fast-flowing track.
Yeah.
And the issue is, oh gosh, they said that. I was about to mention that issue. The issue is that the grip level here is quite hard to understand, and the riders especially, they don't like the roundabout. That's a very slippery part, especially if it starts to rain.
Itu kalau kita dapat lihatkan memang menjadi, tapi this is the signature track di di Batu Kawan ini. Dia ada satu U-turn. Seorang pelumba yang terjatuh itu Pak Zakri Sabri untuk pasukan Yamaha Teknik AHM yang terjatuh tadi. And this is where, especially in the morning, Danny, this first session and the track, this is the first time that being used. Kali pertama mereka gunakan Dita, so masih lagi a little bit aggressive dan nampak agak licin kerana hujan pun di pada waktu malam tadi. Ini yang mereka perlu berhati-hati.
Yeah, everyone just needs to get acquainted with it again, and it's going to be a tricky one to fight this one for a lot of the riders. Right now, we know that the championship's done, so everyone's just fighting for that last bit of glory. And for some riders, it will be an audition for next season. Those who don't have a ride next year need a good performance for the final race to show that this is what they can do.
Yeah, especially, I agree with you. This is the last race and pelumba terakhir untuk kesemua pelumba, dan mereka perlu untuk memamerkan kehebatan. Especially at the end of the season, kita tahu ada banyak berita-berita yang dengari di mana pelumba akan berada tahun depan, sama ada mereka ada tempat atau tidak. So this is where the time that they want to prove yang diorang pun layak untuk diberikan tempat pada next season. So, ini adalah Nazrul Izzat, Muhammad Baudin yang berlumba di Asia berkedudukan baik, tapi dalam kedudukan dalam kejuaraan di Malaysia ini bagi berlumba maju motor ini bertempat yang ke-16 kerana Aya ada banyak DNF, ada 4 DNF termasuk 2 kali tidak menyertai perlumbaan. So that is something not really good untuk mengejar kejuaraan for championship battle. 4 DNF this season untuk Nazrul Izzat, Muhammad Baudin. So that's why dia berada di tempat yang ke-16. Dan now we go back to Syarul Shazras. I think this year is quite a good year untuk Shazras juga.
Oh yeah, excellent year for Shazras. He's been really working on his fitness and his results have been showing. It's still a little bit more inconsistent than we would like to see from him, but we know that at a track that he's happy, he will really shine, and he's been much closer to the top this season. Every time you can see the gap isn't far at all.
Nak tinggalkan pada musim ini bagi Shazras yang mana lihatkan terbaik, dia melagi tempat yang ketiga, naiki podium dalam perlombaan di litar antara Sabang Selatan dan juga di Tangkak. Dia berjaya menaiki podium, the best position dalam perlombaan, dan di grid best position di grid dia berada di petak yang kedua pada perlombaan di litar Tangkak. So banding pada tahun lalu untuk Shazras, tahun lalu dia ada 1 kemenangan dalam perlombaan yang pertama, tapi selepas itu tidak begitu konsisten pencapaian Shazras. Banding pada tahun ini lebih konsisten lagi pencapaian yang ditunjukkan oleh Syarul Shazras, Syarul Yuzi.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Shazras next season. Another rider I'm looking forward to seeing next season will be Farid Hakimi, because we know that this is going to be a farewell round for Farid Hakimi and YAM Racing. And it's a strange one because we know Farid Hakimi is absolutely talented. He still holds records for one-make races when he was coming up the ranks. But this season, he's stone cold last. 26th in the championship. He has a total of 5 DNFs. And some people might say maybe YAM still hasn't found the rhythm. But then again, we have the likes of his new teammate this season, in the form of Haziq.
Yeah, Haziq, yeah.
Haziq Farouk is coming in for the his first season with YAM, and he's all the way up in 14th. So Haziq managed to be consistent with points. So it can't be a bike issue, and it's just been really unfortunate because we know the quality of Farid Hakimi. So just curious to see what happens to him next season.
Dalam perlombaan PB 500 ini, as we know, kejuaraan telah pun kita ketahui dengan 200 mata yang diraih oleh Akid Dan tempat yang kedua adalah Afif dengan 147. So there's no way. These two di atas tidak boleh dikejar lagi. Dan kedudukan mereka apa saja berlaku di sini pun kekal 1 dan 2. Tapi Kasma Daniel dan Azroy still battle untuk tempat yang kita ada. That will be interesting to see. Antara Kasma, yeah.
It's funny because they have family relations, so it's between the pair of them.
Yeah, practically brothers. So
Yeah.
wonder what they discuss in the morning during breakfast.
Yeah, right now on the timing list as well, it's Kasma third and Azroy fourth. So this will be fun to watch. It'll be a good one.
Ya, dan tempat ketiga, keempat yang akan jadi rebutan di antara kedua-dua pelumba ini. Dan we have another battle, Charles Azraf dan Helmi Azman. Kedua pelumba yang menggunakan jentera Honda. Pasukan berbeza, pasukan Estrimo UG Honda Estrimo UG Racing dan SCK Honda Racing. 75 dan 73 iban mata untuk Chandra dan Helmi, dan Pak Zekri pun yang jatuh tadi tidak jauh di tempat yang ketujuh dengan mengumpul 65 mata. So that's the battle that kita akan lihat di Batu Kawan ni kan. 1 dan 2 telah pun kekal pada kedudukan mereka. Mereka telah mengesahkan ketika perlombaan di Johor Bahru. So whatever happen here still the same. Jadi apa yang berlaku yang penentuan untuk kita lihat 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So itu yang battle yang akan kita saksikan nanti.
And that says something as well. Shazra is above Helmi right now in the championship. So Helmi Azman, the 2020 CP150 champion. That's who Shazras has total points ahead right now. And that just shows again Shazras' improvements from the past few seasons. He's showing that he truly belongs here now. Last year, 2023 and 2024 champion Akiraziz found himself in a bit of a traffic there. But here's Helmi Azman. As of right now, the weather is fair. It's not. It's a bit cloudy, but it's still enough sun coming through. But we will be expecting rain. It's been raining non-stop around Malaysia, so we will expect to rain at some point this weekend. Look at the total points tally. It's been a podium almost every race for both Akid and Afif. Only one time each that they've not been on the podium. Let's see if they're going to make it a 9 out of 10 this weekend.
Tahun ini mereka berada di atas podium 1 dan 2 sebanyak 4 kali. Di Johor Bahru, di Jempol, di Tangkak, di Teluk Intan 1 dan 2. Dan mereka menaiki podium bersama 6 kali. Kerana ada sekali 1 dan 3 di Jasin dan 2 dan 3 di Kuala Terengganu. So I think daripada 9 perlombaan setakat ni, kalau 6 kali mereka dah berada di atas podium. That shows that dia penguasaan dan dominasi yang ditunjukkan oleh mereka, kelajuan top speed yang mereka lakukan dalam setiap perlombaan. Memang it's something that suka untuk pasukan lain mengejar.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you look at the last 3 rounds alone, first, second, you rarely see such a dominant team in any form of motorsports, and this is just something really special from CKJ. And I think all the other teams and riders are all scratching their heads wondering how they've done this so easily. I mean, if you look at the body language from Akid and Afif, they look relaxed. They look like they're just calmly pushing the power around. They're not really aggressive in the way they open the taps. Afif, sometimes you can see the tire is really on the limit when he exits. Oh, Azroy, he's down, but he looks okay. The bike's not too badly damaged. But the battle does continue for the two brothers-in-law. Kasma and Azroy for now. Kasma at the top, 51.167. The fastest times of last season were 50.384. But none other than Afif Amran. Kasma there just looking down at his lap timer. Comes across with another 51.9 this time. Akinaziz in second, Azroy in third, Afif in fourth, Ami Azman in fifth. There's just Afif and Shazwas coming across. Neither of them improving on that lap. So this is what it looks like for CP150 Free Practice 1. Kasma Daniel, after a struggle in the first half of the season, coming back to form in the second half. He's fastest in Free Practice 1. Akid Aziz, the 2023 and 2024 champion in second. Azra Hakim Anwar in third. Fourth is Afif Amran. Fifth is Helmi Azman. Sixth is Shafiq Rosli. Seventh is Shafiq Russell. That's a good ride there from Shafiq Russell. In eighth is Idul Fitri. Another good performance there from Idul Fitri. Amashukan Aizad in 9th, Hafiza Rofa 10th, Sharof Shazras 11th, 12th is Hasik Fairuz, 13th is Muhammad Faris Afiz, 14th is Ayman Tahirudin, 15th is Ahmad Darwisi. 16th is Emil Isar Ezwan, 17th is Afizat Supat, 18th is Amirul Arif Musa, 19th is Farid Hakimi, 20th is Tunko Amirul, 21st is Harith Hazik, 22nd is Faiz Zakri Sabri. And the 23rd we saw with some bike issues was Nasirul Izzat Muhammad Bahaudin. So with that said and done, we're going to head to a short break and we will be back with more free practice action for the morning here at Blitar Batukawan Penang. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Back with the action on track right next to the stadium Batu Kawan here in Penang. We're here for the final round once again. 2 seasons in a row now we had the final round here at the very famous Batu Kawan with the very distinctive roundabout section that we can just see there. Roundabout will always be a factor. It's a part where it really tests the front end grip of the riders, and the exits as well. They're going to have to really be watching how they control the throttle. Of course, for the CP1 to 5, as we've seen multiple times this season, we have the A and B grouping. This is due to a 24-rider grid slot. And Amran Haziq Johan, so welcome back to him. It was here 2 seasons ago. Sorry, it was here last season that we saw Amran Haziq Johan take his fall that really left him quite badly injured. So it's really so good to see Amran Haziq Johan back on track. We saw him last round in Johor, but I could see he was still just shaking off a bit of those injuries, and we're hoping this time round we see Amran Haziq Johan back to his brilliant best. Quick shout out as well to 31 Racing for keeping their faith with Amran Haziq Johan and keeping him on the roster. I really truly hope that Amran Haziq stays with them as well again for another season. It's been such an unfortunate season for Amran Haziq. I remember in Sepang Utara was when we saw Amran Haziq come back for his racing season, and then again he picked up a fracture and had to recover. It's been a long rest for Amran Haziq. Another reason why I mentioned him a lot is because he's one of those riders that built up that promise. The promise was coming for Amran Haziq. He was looking as one of the top contenders. In his first season in Wira KBS, he was battling for the championship. And it's CP1 to 5 now. Amran Haziq, I just realized he has stepped up to CP1 to 5. So I think that's a clear sign that 31 Racing, they put their faith in Amran Haziq. They know he's talented and they will keep him for next season, I believe.
Yeah. Lagi satu, Danny, we've seen that 31 Racing, they've been dominating Wira for quite some time, dan mereka naik ke 125 sekarang, dan nampak mereka mula untuk memberikan cabaran with the same rider. I mean, the same rider that they are from the Wira, they nurture the rider, dia didik dan bawa ke 125. Dan itu yang kita dapat lihat sekarang ini, and being di atas bagi Syamil Amsyar, dan this is the battle that we really want to see tomorrow antara Syamil Amsyar dan Ismail Izamli dalam perebutan kejuaraan. Walaupun 11 mata memisahkan mereka, tapi there's still a chance. Dan especially nasib menimpa kedua pelumba, DNF for Izam in Jempol, DNF sampai di Skandar Putri. So it's something that interesting to see besok. Dan this is pasukan juara dan bekas juara defending champion bagi pasukan Wawai Pang. But this year, well, not really the year that Yang Wawai Pang kena Rashid Muhammad berada di tempat yang keempat pada musim ini.
Oh, Amran Haziq has gone down. Amran Haziq has gone down in the background there. Amran Haziq down again, but he's up, so that's good to see. But yeah, as you were saying, Wawai Pang started the season with absolute fireworks. Hari Ashraf on second. Then from that round onwards, round 2 all the way until round 7, there was no real impressive result from Wawai Pang. And then round 8 and round 9, it started to come together again for them. So it's just weird what happened in that big chunk of the season for Wawai Pang. It will always be a question after such a good season last year.
Yeah, not forgetting Irfan Kalamidi, pasukan Honda KC Racing, menang 2 perlumbaan yang pertama. Tadi itu bukan dia, tadi itu rakan, tapi dia menang dalam 2 perlumbaan pertama, tapi lepas itu menurun prestasi yang ditunjukkan. So this is apa yang berlaku dalam 125, yang mana di penghujungnya kita boleh lihat Syamil Amsyar dan Izam Iqmal yang saya
I think Hamdan a bit confused with the layup by the looks of it. Oh, sliders come up for Haziq Hamdan. But yeah, as you were mentioning Irfan Haikal, I remember when people asked me about the CB1 to 5 at the start of the season, I said it's Irfan Haikal's season. He won 2 races immediately, and we thought that's it. Irfan's in his form, he's going to run away, but he was without a podium until the last round after that, and it's just such a shame for Irfan Haikal. And despite only 3 podiums this season, he is only 31 points away from Shamal Amshar, so it could have been such a different season.
Yang mungkin dapat menyaksikan Syamil Amsyar berentap dengan Izab Ikmal, Irfan Haikal, Kari Ashraf Mahmud. Tapi Irfan Haikal di tempat yang ketiga, ada kedudukan yang tidak boleh lagi untuk mengejar kejuaraan. Seperti yang Daniel katakan tadi, pusing ke-9 baru naik balik ke podium selepas pusingan kedua. Begitu lama sekali. Sebab pusingan ketiga dia hanya mengutip 10 mata, dia DNF pusingan keempat, tidak ada mata pusingan kelima, 1 mata pusingan keenam. All that give effect pada Irfan Haikal Hamidi.
Just looking at the CB125 championship, CB125 and Wira has been so entertaining, and really you couldn't write the story up for CB125. Izam DNF in round 8, and then it really looked like Shamil was going to close the championship last round. Izam tried everything and he really couldn't make it up. Next thing you know, Shamil at DNF. So it's 11 points between them for this round. Again, Shamil has the advantage, but as we've seen for the past 2 rounds, anything and everything can happen in racing, and neither are safe.
Hari di hujung minggu perlumbaan ini, terutama esok, pasukan 31 Racing dan CKJ, dia orang akan memastikan jentera itu berada kedudukan yang 100% untuk perlumbaan sebab apa yang berlaku pada mereka dalam 2 perlumbaan yang terakhir. Seperti skrip yang ditulis untuk dibawa ke Batu Kawan untuk penentuan kejuaraan. This is the rider yang kita dapat lihat 78, Haziq Hamdan. Haziq Hamdan last year agak baik pencapaian yang ditunjukkan, tapi tahun ini pun tidak dapat melihat Haziq Hamdan seperti tahun lalu. Dan di belakangnya ada Tsunami Kamaluddin, as you know, one of the up and coming rider pelumba baru yang kita sering berikan tumpuan. Dia adalah juara tahun lalu dalam One Make.
Yes, I just want to make a quick correction on my statement about Amiran Haziq. He's with CKJ for this season, so CKJ has picked up Amiran Haziq after his tenure with 31 Racing. So with that said, I really do hope CKJ hangs on to him. We know that they don't tend to really just roll around with riders, so Haziq trying his best to make a recovery from...
Ya, CKJ ya. Amiran Haziq, dia CKJ this season. Dengan 2 mata saja bagi Amiran Haziq untuk musim ini. As compared to Izam Ikmal di tempat yang kedua dengan mengumpul 123 mata setakat ini. Interesting to see macam mana Izam Ikmal dan juga Syamil Amsyar mereka bangkit, kerana 2 perlumbaan pertama dimenangi oleh Irfan Haikal Hamidi, dan lepas tu baru mereka mula untuk mengejar. Nothing agak lewat juga sebelum mereka dapat naik ke atas. Lepas pusingan ke-5, mereka sentiasa di atas podium kedua pelumba ini, kecuali pada pusingan ke-7 Izam Ikmal di tempat yang ke-4, kemudian ada DNF yang ke-8, menjadikan drama lagi apabila Syamil Amsyah DNF pusingan yang ke-9 11 mata. Do you think that 11 mata is enough for Syamil Amsyah for this?
It's in a normal situation, you would think 11 points is good enough of a gap, but again, this Penang layout can bring so many factors. As we can see, so many riders had issues trying to make some turns. The battle is going to be crazy, and the weather is going to be another factor as well. We've seen Izam in the wet. He's brilliant in the wet. So, I don't know, for Syamil, he needs to be really at his best, because if Syamil doesn't find feeling and Izam is at his form, who he is very much in his form right now, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. All the other riders below him, Irfan Haikal, Hairi Ashraf, Afizi Supa, Daniel Johan, they've got nothing to lose. They want a victory or a podium for the final round. So they have to look out for that as well. So, to me, 11 points, by far not enough.
Satu lagi faktor yang perlu kita berikan tumpuan juga, Daniel, ini kilometer akhir, sama seperti CP150 tadi kita katakan, ini 1125, they are looking for the place next season, maybe dalam CP150, or maybe untuk mengekalkan kedudukan mereka juga dalam ni, dan bagi pelumba yang got nothing to lose, as Daniel cakap tadi, yang berada daripada kedudukan di tengah-tengah, they will do everything masa perlumbaan ni. Mereka akan bagi lebih pada 100% untuk memastikan tempat mereka pada next season, dan this akan berikan additional tekanan kepada tambahan kepada Syamil Amsyah dan Izam Iqmal. As you know, Syamil Amsyah yang perlu berada di atas podium untuk dia bergelar juara, tapi Izam Iqmal dia perlu menang dalam perlumbaan ini. Dengan 11 mata membezakan, mengharapkan Syamil Amsyah berada agak jauh sikit off the podium, itu yang pasti, dan belakang lagi untuk gelaran juara. So, lebih tekanan kepada Izam Iqmal sebenarnya untuk dia mengejar dari belakang. Syamil Amsyah perlu untuk, to me, risk management. Dia perlu untuk melakukan pengurusan dalam perlumbaan dengan betul, knowing kat mana perlu berada, posisi yang terbaik untuk dia gelaran juara, bukan untuk menang tapi untuk gelaran juara, because itu lebih besar lagi yang at stake, gelaran juara keseluruhan.
Personally, I would rather be Izam in this situation, just because for Izam, the mission is simple: win. You can't do anything less than that. You have to just go for the win. For Syamil, he will have to keep thinking, if Izam is on form, if Hari is on form, if Irfan's on form, how much higher do I need to be so that Izam doesn't become the champion? It's a lot more mathematical thinking for Syamil. And now here's Farah Shekmal. Just looking across Daniel Johan, he's been having, ever since his team switch, he's been having a really, really good season. Haziq Hamdan as well. Haziq Hamdan's finally showing up a bit more consistent. Haziq Hamdan and Firdaus Hamdan have been riddled with inconsistency all throughout the season. We see a bit of brilliance for them, and then they'll drop down, not scoring much points. But finally, we're seeing, at least for Haziq, a bit of a rise in consistency. This is what it looks like for the CP 1 to 5 free practice 1 for the A group. Farah Shekmal fastest in the session, Hari Ashraf second, Abdullah Qayyum, a good performance from him there. In third, Haziq Hamdan, great job from him as well. In fourth, podium last time round for Haziq Hamdan. Fifth is Arash Tsunami, sixth is Daniel Johan, seventh Muhammad Fadli Shah, eighth is Idhan Hakimi Radwan, ninth is Ashraf Daniel, 10th is Awal Muhammad Al Fikri, 11th is Faiz Hairul Azmi, 12th is Adi Putra Rahman, and 13th with an early crash was Amirun Hazik Johan. So that's what it looks like for the CP125 Free Practice 1A, and I think the stewards did this on purpose. We're going to have Shamil Amshar and Izam in the CP125B grouping right after this for free practice. So stay tuned, we're going to head to a short break and we will be right back.
Ramai yang telah mencuba Petronas Max 95 dengan Pro Drive. Mari kita dengar apa kata mereka.
Bila tekan sikit, dia akan pergi jauh.
Kereta memang berdesup je.
Ringan, dijimat. Saya setuju.
Petronas Max 95
dengan Pro Drive
adalah yang terbaik.
ia memang lancar, responsif dan efisien.
Ianya petrol pilihan kami.
Kini dengan piawaian Euro 4M.
And now we turn the disc over from the A to the B side. It's CP125 free practice B. That's Shamil Amshar, the championship leader, number 31. Shamil will be looking to close it off for 31 Racing team. 31 Racing looking for their first ever championship victory in the CP125. And in front of him is his contender, it's Izam Hikmal. This is a beautiful script being written. It's one that you would never think was possible. Izam DNF in round 8. Shamil Amshar DNF in round 9, the last round, and the pair of them riding together right now. This is quite the image that we're looking at, and I think this is a mental game by Shamil right now. This is him trying to mess with Izam's head. He's just tailing behind Izam. He's not overtaking Izam. Izam's going slow. He's just trying to get inside of Izam's mind right now. This is really the finale we've been waiting for. Look at that, he's just waiting. You know, no matter how slow Izam's going, he's just waiting.
Semua mata akan tertumpu kepada dua pelumba ini. Nombor 31 dan nombor 24 yang kita lihat sekarang. Tadi kita cakap mengenai battle mereka untuk kejuaraan musim ini, dan di salah satu riders yang dalam perebutan kejuaraan keseluruhan. Maybe from now the mind battle begin, bermula dari practice session lagi. Kita dapat lihat mengikori saja dari belakang. It's like Izam is following, I think. No, Shamil Amshar is following Izam, apa yang akan dilakukan oleh Izam dalam sesi latihan ini.
No, Izam, I think he knew it was Shamil behind him, and that's why he took that opportunity to use, I think that's Arif Haris as a bit of a barrier between himself and Shamil. And look at how hard Izam's pushing now, trying to get away from Shamil. Shamil's trying to keep up. But this is why we love motorsports. It's the mind games, it's the emotions, everything in between. All the drama. It comes down now to the final round. And Izam, he's been on form. Izam has had a real tough spot in his career for the past few seasons. Now this is his time for redemption. He wants to show once again the world why he was selected to go to Spain, why he was selected for a wildcard in Moto3 way back in the day. Izam Hikmal, once again, looking for glory. Shamil trying to keep up with Izam's pace right now. Shafiq Ezarik, he's the fastest on track, 54.9, and Izam, he's right behind him at 55.5. Irfan Haikal in third, and Shamil, see, all this mind game Shamil is trying to play, Shamil's all the way down in fifth. Shamil has not set a significant lap time. This is where the danger starts to loom for Shamil. If he tries to focus too much on the mind games, he might lose actual touch of form here.
Shamil Amshar di season dia bermula dengan tempat yang ketiga di Jasin, tempat yang kedua di Tangkak, tempat yang ketiga di Sepang Utara, tapi dia DNF di Teluk Intan, dan tempat yang ketiga di lintasan Sepang Selatan, 3 di Kuala Terengganu, memenangi perlombaan di Tangkak dan juga di Jempol, tapi dia DNF dalam perlombaan yang terakhir lalu, yang menyebabkan kejuaraan musim ini masih lagi belum ditentukan. Jadi dia ada 2 DNF bandingan Izam Hikmal, Izamli 1, 2, 3 kemenangan untuk musim ini. This is the rider yang kita sebutkan tadi, Irfan Haikal Ami, dia bermula dengan baik. Because we seen that Honda KC last year, that's a good team. Mereka prestasi yang baik untuk musim lalu, dan jangkaan kita pun musim ini mereka akan meneruskan penguasaan, dan first 2 race dia menang. Jadi masa tu kita dah kata like you said, it's all over now. It's for Honda KC and Irfan Haikal. Tapi selepas itu dapat lihat prestasinya menurun untuk Irfan Haikal.
You know, it was at that moment that we saw Irfan and we were thinking like, okay, this is the birth child of Honda's program. He will be the top contender, and he still is a top contender. It's just not the season we expected from him. Honda KC and Irfan have had their issues across Wira KBS and CP125. And yeah, Irfan, he's a brilliant rider, really nice helmet design as well. But it's just been a tough season for Irfan. And I just want to touch on the championship battle. Shamil made Izam play into his game. And Shamil went straight to the top on the previous 2 laps. Shamil was just chasing Izam from the back, and that's exactly what he wanted. Izam looks uncomfortable. But looking comfortable this time on as well will be Irfan. Look at him, he's looking like he's found his rhythm. Flipped a bit of the roundabout there. But for runners like Irfan, it's the last run that they just want to show once again what they're capable of, and I think we'll see a good race from Irfan.
Pasukan Petronas Sprinter Yamaha 31 Racing dan pasukan Petronas Sprinter Yamaha TKJ Racing keduanya berebut untuk kejuaraan dalam CP125 ini. Tapi nampak pada pencapaian pasukan Honda KC tahun lalu, tahun ini, walaupun tidak seperti yang mereka harapkan, tapi jangkaan kita pada tahun depan, we gonna have 31 Racing, CKJ Racing, KC Racing, Wawaipan Racing Team yang akan bersaing untuk kejuaraan bagi musim hadapan nanti. Buat masa ini, Wawaipan yang bergelar juara pada musim lalu, tapi musim ini Kasih Ashraf Mahmud berada di tempat yang keempat sahaja. Bagi Kari Ashraf, dia bermula dengan baik juga tempat yang kedua dalam permainan pertama di belakang Irfan Haikal, tapi lepas itu DNF, dia ada 2 DNF dan tidak dapat untuk konsisten di atas podium, tak seperti pada musim lalu bagi Syafiq Izarik. That's the reason why bagi dia tidak dapat untuk gelaran mempertahankan gelaran kejuaraannya bagi musim ini.
Syafiq now really just showing his strides, and again for Wawaipan, it's a similar story to Honda KC. Good start to the season, horrible in the middle of the season, just couldn't find their way to the front, and then suddenly it's a rise to form again towards the end. It's a big question mark because both teams were so brilliant last season, so consistent, and then this season has just not been it. But that's what happens when new parts come into the market for racing, when regulations have slight tweaks. It can shift the tides a little bit for some teams. Now Izam here, he is now chasing down behind the pack in front of him. It's not a faster pack, so he's going to have to find his way around cleanly. But he has let Shamil get past and given him some breathing space between the two.
I wonder kalau dia DNF, Tapi Iqmal ketika dijemput, jika dia berjaya untuk menamakan perlombaan ketika itu, it could be it could be different story altogether. But sama juga kalau kita berkata begitu, jika Syamil Amsyah berjaya berada dalam perlombaan lalu, and also keadaan yang berbeza sekali. Tapi bagaimanapun ia menyajikan satu perlombaan terakhir yang akan mendebarkan dalam CP125 ini esok, kerana penentuan kejuaraan yang masih lagi terbuka bagi dua pelumba dalam kejuaraan ini untuk 1 dan 2. Siapa saja boleh menangkan dalam perlombaan, anything can happen. Apa saja boleh berlaku dalam perlombaan, dan dah dibuktikan dalam 2 perlombaan terakhir. Memang tidak siapa yang menduga Syamil Amsyah akan DNF kerana masalah teknikal pada jentera pada pusingan yang ke-9. Sama juga dengan Izam Iqmal yang DNF akibat masalah pada jentera pada pusingan ke-8. So that prove that anything can happen. So perlombaan ini juga Danny akan terbuka kepada mereka.
It's just amazing to see the gap that Izam pulled on that lap alone from those riders. He's only 0.1 away from Syamil Amsyah. Sorry, less than that. He's 1,000th away from, a hundredths away. Oh, whoa, there's a huge crash for
Oh.
Izam there. Oh. That was a huge crash for Izam. Right into the curb.
Yeah.
So they're coming from a long way, and that's definitely going to knock the wind out of Izam, but thankfully he is unhurt from that. But oh, what a crash that was for Izam. He just ran wide there. I see that bump there, and he tried to slow it down enough, but sent him flying into the grass.
Oh, nasib baik tidak begitu laju ketika dia seleko.
There's a new bump there.
Yeah,
There's a new bump
yeah.
at the double left, and that's really been throwing everyone off. Oh.
Dan masa yang dilakukan 54.198 sebelum itu tadi pada lap yang ke 11, that is the fastest best lap yang dia lakukan oleh Izam Iqmal Izamli. 54.198 dia tengah mula untuk melakukan masa, cuba melakukan masa yang lebih baik lagi. 54.98 dan terbaiknya antara Samir Amzal 54.188 pada lap yang ke-7 yang dia lakukan untuk catatan yang terpantas. Dia mengangkat tangan untuk kembali semula ke dalam paddock. Well, this prove that anything can happen in a race, dan keadaan Dita di Pulau Pinang di Batu Kawan ini juga menyajikan satu Dita yang mencabar untuk pelumba, as you said. It's a fast track, with a tricky corner, so dia ada segala-galanya di Batu Kawan ini, dan kalau kurang berhati-hati sedikit tadi telah kita dapat saksikan kepada Izam Iqmal Izamli, things can happen dalam perlumbaan.
I'm just wondering how much that's going to shake Izam's confidence going into the race later, because that is a crucial spot to go fast at, and if you lose the confidence at the slow areas to push, it's going to really affect your lap times. And I'm thinking for the other riders as well, the ones who are seeing that, they're going to be looking at that and wondering now, how much can they really push there? Here's Irfan Haikal now. Having a good session. He's only 2/10 behind Shafiq Ezarik. Between Shamil Amshar and Izam Iqmal, there's barely anything. It's 100th of a second. 0.01 is the gap between the pair of them, the two championship contenders. Irfan Haikal just 2/10 behind Shafiq Ezarik. I really like this helmet design from Irfan Haikal. It's really unique. It kind of suits his character as well. Whoa, going off wide there. That's the likes of Fizi Supat for 1xWX. Afizi, he's had a decent season as well, coming into the 1xWX racing team, and it's been a decent showing from him. A good rise to form as well for 1xWX. Hello, Afizi Supat once again for 1xWX TKKR racing team. As of right now, top 3 as it stands. Well, top 4 actually. Shafiq Ezarik, Shamil Amshar, Izam Iqmal, and Irfan Haikal. These are the 3 riders who are at the top of the game currently this weekend. Daniel in 5th, just about half a second down from Shafiq Ezarik. That said and done, checker flag is out as a light breeze blows across the area of Simpang Empat and Batu Kawan. We saw the glimpse of orange coming through, and there comes Irfan Haikal. Hasn't improved on this lap, but he's consistent in that mid to lower 54-second timing. The story for the CP125 Championship battle does continue. First free practice session for all 25 riders has now concluded. 24 of them will make it onto the grid for the final race of the weekend. And it will be the battle between Shamal Amshar and Nizam Iqmal for the 2024 championship crown. Boils down to this: Shafiq Ezarik, first and fastest in CP1's 5B free practice 1. Shamal Amshar in second, Nizam Iqmal in third. Fourth is Irfan Haikal, fifth is Alif Daniel, sixth is Afizi Supat, seventh is Arif Haris Hazwat, eighth is Harith Fahan. And ninth is Ankil Danish Zermahari, 10th is Ahmad Ikram Danish, 11th is Lutfi Shah, and the 12th is Muhammad Irfan Adenat. So with that said and done, we're going to head to a short break, and we will be back with more free practice action from the final round of the PETRONAS MAM Malaysian Cub Prix 2024 season here at Batu Kawan, Penang.
Okey, sekarang kita beralih pula ke Wira KBS. Dan dalam Wira KBS ini, kejuaraan masih lagi terbuka. Perebutan kejuaraan ada 3 pelumba secara matematik yang masih lagi boleh bergelar juara. Faris Putra Muhammad Fadil, pasukan Petronas Sprinter Yamaha 31 Racing. Muhammad Akif Abdullah, pasukan Honda Wave Alpha KC Racing. Dan Muhammad Adib Arsyad Muhammad Hisam Yamaha Atrimo 27 Racing. Secara matematik mereka masih lagi boleh untuk mengejar kedudukan sama satu sama lain. Ada beberapa battle lain di bawah, nanti kita akan lihat. Kerana perebutan di kedudukan di bawah juga agak rapat. Cuma sekarang ni bagi pendahulu Faris Putra yang mengumpul 169 mata, dia dipisahkan dengan hanya 16 mata sahaja dan bersama Ahmad Akif Abdullah. Sementara di tempat yang ketiga dengan 142 mata, tidak boleh lagi untuk dikejar. Sebenarnya maafkan saya, untuk nombor 3 tidak boleh kejar lagi kedudukan Adib Arsyad, tidak boleh untuk mengejar lagi. Tapi Faris Putra dan Akif yang dua masih lagi boleh, kerana 25 mata maksimum yang jadi perebutan di sini.
Yeah, it was a top 3 from the top 3 in the championship last time round. Adib Arsyad doing a good job to win in Iskandar Putri, but Faris Putra and Akif Abdullah coming up second and third. That took Adib out of championship contention. It's going to be interesting for Akif Abdullah. He's had good rides here in Penang before. And currently in the timing as well, Akif is first. But Faris Putra, he's on form, he's consistent. Akif Abdullah last time round in Penang last season was a wildcard rider for Honda KC Racing. Managed to finish on the podium in his first season appearance in the Wira KBS class. But this is the championship leader, number 31, Faris Putra Muhammad Fadil. Faris Putra is going to be hungry for a really good finish here. He's only been off the podium one time this season. Every other race has been a podium or a victory for Faris Putra. Opportunity looming for Faris Putra to be crowned the Wira KBS champion this season. He has a pretty chunky lead in front of him. For himself right now, the gap is 16 points.
Ya, 16 mata. Wow, tadi kalau kita cakap pasal 125, 11 mata agak rapat. Wow, 16 ni daripada kedudukan yang bolehlah kata selesa juga untuk Faris Putra. Malaysia 16 mata agak jauh dalam perlombaan terakhir. Dan Akif, dia akan perlu menang. Dia tidak ada cara lain, dia perlu menang dan mengharapkan Faris Putra berada jauh di belakang, 16 mata di belakang, berada tempat kelima. Begitu pun masih belum lagi jauh, sangat jauh. I think 16 points, 12, dia mengumpul 3 mata. Sudah cukup untuk dia gelaran juara, kerana beza 16 mata memisahkan antara kedua-dua pelumba ini. So it's satu kelebihan yang besar untuk Faris Putra yang berada di tempat yang pertama. Dan begitu, I think Akif, dia akan terus pasti akan cuba untuk menangi dalam perlumbaan, kerana again there's a lot of things happening this season. Dalam kategori lain pun anything can happen. We've seen in 1 to 5 what happened in round 9, round 8. So there's still a chance. Ada peluang untuk Akif Abdullah. Dia masih ada ruang untuk dia. Jadi dia akan cuba. Yang penting bagi dia, dia perlu menang untuk mata maksimum 25 di sini. Dan untuk menghabiskan defisit 16 antara dia dan Faris Putra, dia akan mengharapkan Faris Putra berada jauh di belakang. Dan Yang pertama saya rasa bagi Akif untuk memastikan dia berada pada kedudukan grid yang baik dalam perlombaan kali ini.
Yeah, for Akif, the job is simple. Win this race and try and hope that Faris doesn't have a good race, but it's going to be tough to see Faris not on form.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it this season. Only one occasion where Faris didn't end up on the podium, and even then that was a 5th place. It wasn't that far for Faris. Faris is just on absolute star performance this season. And he's going to be looking to close this one off really nicely. Of course, Faris does have the Asian Road Racing Championship to think about in just a week's time. Sorry, in a couple of weeks' time. But I think Faris' mind right now is simple. Be ahead of Akif. Adib is going to be giving it his best. Adib is going to go 110% to the line. He will want to finish with a double victory for the end of the season. But for Faris, I think he knows exactly what he needs to do. Just make sure that Akif doesn't get too far ahead, and the job is absolutely done.
Yep.
Oh, a piece of belly pad was...
sebagian daripada bahagian motosikal yang berada di atas lita.
Yeah, they're coming in there. Imam Fahmi Senin, this is a good ride from Imam Fahmi. All the way up into 4th. Al-Shakir Zufairi up into 5th. So Al-Shakir, he's from the One Make Championship, so he's made his way up. Akif Shah as well, up into 6th. So a lot of new names already popping up as we tend to see at the end of the season for wildcards.
Ya, ada ramai pelumba-pelumba kategori Wira. Saya difahamkan berapa lama lagi yang baru masuk pada perlombaan kali ini berbanding pada perlombaan sebelum ini, di mana sebelum ini kita ada berapa nama baru dalam perlombaan. Syazili Patili yang menyertai perlombaan ketika di pusingan yang ke-8. Kemudian we have few others, Ikram Dani, Malik Rida, Haida Nur Akmal, Anas Syafi, dan Yus Daniel, Muhammad Yusuf Hakim, Muhammad Fairuz. Berapa senarai, nanti kita akan dapat senarai pelumba, kita tahu di mana pelumba yang baru menyertai. Ini sebahagian daripada latihan mereka atau ujian untuk mereka sebenarnya sebelum ke musim hadapan, kerana ada pelumba yang tidak lagi boleh menyertai dalam kejuaraan One Make. Jadi mereka akan naik ke kategori Wira sekurang-kurangnya untuk meneruskan karier mereka dalam kejuaraan PETRONAS MAM Malaysian Cub Prix ini. Kita pada minit yang terakhir sekarang, dan as usual kita nak lihat di mana ke pencapaian masa yang dilakukan. Tapi Adib Arsyad yang melakukan masa terpantas. Adib yang menangi perlombaan lalu di Iskandar Putri, dan dia katakan tadi dia nak melamatkan musim ini dengan kejayaan menangi 2 perlombaan. Pada Faris Putra yang berada tempat yang kedua. Akif isi di tempat yang kelima. Catatan masa terbaiknya 57.766 saat. Agak jauh sikit di belakang Faris Putra, 55.712 saat. So itu adalah yang kita akan saksikan nanti, kerana beza catatan masa yang dilakukan oleh kedua mereka ini agak jauh juga. Tapi ini baru practice session, dan Akif baru saja memperbaiki catatan masa 56. Dia masih belum turun daripada 56 lagi. 56.088 saat masa yang dia lakukan dalam pusingan ini yang terakhir tadi. Dan telah pun tamat pagi sesi Wira KBS. Untuk kesemua pelumba dengan Adib Arsyad melakukan masa terpantas di Lita.
Just a quick shout out to our cameraman as well for that beautiful shot around the roundabout. Such a good shot that. But yes, this does bring the Wira KBS free practice 1 to a conclusion. Oh, here's a slow-mo of what happened to Adib. Oh, what a shot that is. Adib just missing the curb where we saw Izam fly. And I think this is new camera equipment, so shout out to the production team as well for this, because that's a really good shot. Oh, what a final run this is coming to be. Adi Putra Anaha right at the end, up into third. So Honda KC showing up at Akif Abdullah in fifth. So these are the results for the Wira KBS. Free practice 1, Adi Barshad first and fastest, Faris Putra second, Adi Putra Anaha third, fourth is Imam Fahmi. Good ride from Imam Fahmi there. Fifth is Akif Abdullah, sixth is Ryan Kardani, seventh is Farik Faisal, eighth is Muhammad Al Shakir Zufairi. Ninth is Muhammad Akid Shah, 10th is Muhammad Shami Ayman, 11th is Shakib Dani Q Amshar, 12th is Shazuli Patali, 13th is Ahmad Jabaz Zulkarnain, 14th is Ikram Dani, 15th is Nakib Rifki Zulhelmi, 16th is Muhammad Darwish Amshar, 17th Hazeh Hakimi, 18th is Ahmad Malik Rida, 19th is Haidanur Akmal, 20th Adi Putra, 21st Adam Haris Hafiz, 22nd Nuzul Adi Muhammad Sudin, 23rd and 24th is Muhammad Hazik Nafal and Adam Ahmad Saidi. With that said and done, the Wira KBS free practice 1 does come to a conclusion. After this, we will have the free practice for the One Make Championships and the Petronas Sprinter Pro Am Cup as well. So stay tuned, we will be right back after this.
Okey, kita ke sekarang sesi latihan bebas. Sesi latihan bebas A untuk Petronas Sprinter Pro M Cup. Pro M Cup ni menarik sikit sebab dia ada ramai pelumba yang boleh untuk berebut dalam gelaran juara bagi musim ini. Yang paling menariknya Akid Jumali dan juga Alaf Harun Nizam, kedua-dua berkongsi 103 mata di tempat yang pertama sekarang. Kedudukan untuk 1 dan 2 dan tidak silap saya ada 5 pelumba yang boleh untuk masih boleh secara matematik gelaran juara. Ya betul. Termasuk saya 6 Zaki Ahmad Zamri pun boleh untuk gelaran juara. Zaki Ahmad Zamri di tempat yang ke-6 dengan 82 mata. Tempat yang kelima Khwarizmi Nasir dengan 86 mata. Tempat keempat Danis Aiman Zamrul dengan 97 mata. Haris Usmaza tempat ketiga 101 mata. Ala Hazulizan dan Akid Jumali dengan 103 mata. Jadi 6 pelumba ni memang kedudukan yang sangat rapat di antara mereka. Cuma ialah tempat yang ke-6 itu Zaki Ahmad Zamri ditinggalkan dengan 21 mata di belakang Akid Jumali dan Alaf Harun Nizam. Dan again, macam kita kata, apa yang boleh berlaku dalam perlombaan, anything can happen. Dan dalam perlombaan yang lalu ni pun, yang menang dalam perlombaan ini adalah Zaki Ahmad Zamri di pusingan yang ke-9. Jadi kat situ kita boleh nampak. Dan DNF untuk Akid Jumali pada pusingan ke-8 serta dengan Haris Usmaza. Haris Usmaza yang sayang sekali kerana dia ada DNF dan DNQ pada pusingan yang ke-7. Jika tidak, dia berada di hadapan dalam kedudukan keseluruhan.
Yeah, the last round really kind of halved nearly the battle right now. It's from 10 riders, now it's down to just 6, but still plenty of opportunity. Between first and second, absolutely nothing. Between third and first and second also, it's just 2 points. Barely anything. One position change and that changes everything. And for Dennis Shaiman and Khwarizmi as well, he will be having that home advantage. He is from Penang, but Khwarizmi not scoring any points in the last round due to a bike issue during qualifying. That really hampered his chances for the championship. But then again, still.
Talking about from Penang, Alaf Harun Nizam juga pelumba yang berasal dari Pulau Pinang dan dia dalam perebutan kejuaraan. So whether ni adalah Harun Nizam yang kita lihat sekarang ini, whether ada gelanggang diri ini akan memberikan kelebihan advantage kepada Alaf ataupun tidak, kita akan dapat saksikan. But one thing for sure that all the fans, his fans akan berada ramai untuk menyaksikan perlombaan ini esok untuk dalam penentuan kejuaraan. Rekod musim ini Akid Jumali bermula dengan baik dengan 2 kemenangan, tapi selepas itu dia ada 2 DNF yang mengganggu sedikit. Sama juga dengan Haris Usmaza, DNQ dan DNF. Bagi Alaf ada 1 DNF. Danis Aiman Zamrul yang kita lihat sekarang ini, Danis Aiman tempat yang ke-4 juga dengan 1 DNF. 1 dia excluded from the race. Kita dibatalkan penyertaannya dalam pusingan yang ke-7. Dan ini memberikan kesan yang besar pada Danis Aiman Zamrul. Tapi itu pun dia pada kedudukan untuk perebutan kejuaraan 97 mata. Tidak jauh sebenarnya, 6 mata sahaja.
Yeah, it's barely anything in between these riders, and again, it's a tough one to call this one. We have 6 riders for the championship. Between the top 4, anything can happen. Whoever's in front, they will be victorious.
Ya, 6 pelumba tapi top 4 tu yang rapat betul, kerana ada Danis Aiman Zamrul 6 mata di belakang pendahulu. Pendahulu kongsi mata dia 2 pelumba, iaitu Akid Jumali dan Alaf Harun Nizam. Haris Usmaza 1 mata, 2 mata di belakang.
Yeah, just 2 points between Harith and the top. There's Amrul Afiq. I mean, I know they were testing a new bike last time out, but I don't think they've debuted it yet. I thought it would come now since the championship battle is over for Amrul Afiq. But him and the team have been working hard behind closed doors. It's interesting to see what happens next season. front of him is Alif Aiman Tumiran. Alif Aiman not in the mix for the championship. But last time round, Alif Aiman, he finished up in 3rd place. So Alif Aiman might be another factor for... just brushed past the airbag. But yeah, Alif Aiman might be a factor for the championship battle as well. Every point counts in the final race, and yeah, this is going to be really interesting now.
Kalau kita lihatkan Daniel, is all up to because dalam Petronas Sprinter Prime Cup ini mereka ada lebih satu lagi sesi berbanding dengan yang lain. They have one more di sisi saringan. Bits akan berlangsung esok pagi, dan we have one of the contender yang tidak melayakkan diri dalam perlombaan lalu di Iskandar Putri. So itu juga akan berikan kesan kepada mereka, berikan kesan kepada pelumba untuk dalam perebutan kejuaraan, because not only mereka akan melalui kelayakan dan ada satu lagi saringan sebelum ke perlombaan. Tak ada banyak gate yang mereka perlu lalu yang boleh menyebabkan mereka gagal untuk melayakkan diri ke perlombaan terakhir. Nanti this is something that going to be a nightmare for them kalau tak sampai ke perlombaan akhir. Jadi mereka perlu berhati-hati menjaga jentera mereka untuk sampai ke perlombaan yang akan berlangsung esok tengah hari untuk penentuan bagi kejuaraan.
Yeah, that being said, and because this is a new category, the regulations are new. They're pushing the limits of what's able to be done right now, and that's what we saw with Khorismi, a technical issue in qualifying. That can be effective. They do too much on the bike, and the bike is not running during qualifying. That can be the race done for them.
Yeah, it's Khorismi, exactly. Yang berlaku pada Khorismi dalam perlombaan lalu di Iskandar Putri. Banyak faktor yang mereka akan perlu fikirkan, kerana Petronas Sprinter Pro M Cup ini adalah satu kategori yang unik dan special dalam kejuaraan Cub Prix ini, kerana walaupun dia bukan dalam kategori utama CP 125 atau 150 dan kategori Wira, tapi mereka adalah nadi sebenarnya dalam kejuaraan ini, kerana ini terbuka kepada siapa saja yang boleh menyertai perlombaan. And we have former champion dalam kejuaraan Cub Prix yang kembali berlumba. We have Am Beng Siang yang kembali berlumba dalam kejuaraan ini. Am Beng Siang sekarang yang ada dalam senarai yang sekarang kita lihat ini, tempat yang kedua, masa ke-12 terpantas. Dan kita ada banyak pelumba, ramai pelumba yang berlumba dalam kategori one make dan juga kategori utama musim lalu berlumba sekarang ini. So we have people like Alan Harris Herman, Zaki Ahmad Zapri. They are all rider yang berlumba dalam kategori utama sebelum ini. So they make it more interesting dan juga lebih mencapa untuk kejuaraan Petronas Sprinter Prime Cup. To win here is not easy anymore. So it's not that simple as people say them. Ini bukan satu yang mudah untuk menangi perlombaan. Jadi kejuaraan pun kalau kita lihatkan terbuka, is open to berapa orang pelumba. By far, I think this is the most paling menarik dalam musim ini untuk merebut kejuaraan.
Yep, definitely. In the points system, this has been the most exciting. And another exciting one is Suhadi Ali Rahmat.
Yeah.
He will be in the B for the free practice for the Petronas Sprinter Prime Cup. Suhadi has a double second place in the past 2 rounds. Will the third race be a victory or another second place? Either way, we know he has podium contention. And that is going to shake up the championship once again, because Alif Aiman is on form, Amirul Afiq is on form, Suhadi is on form. Anything can happen, and if they lock out the front 3 and the top 6 who are fighting for the championship don't, it becomes even more mathematical who's going to be the champion. But that said and done, the checkered flag does come up for the Petronas Sprinter Pro Am Cup A group for their free practice. After this, we'll have the B grouping, and that's where we will see Suhadi Ali Rahmat, as well as Zaki Ahmad Zamri, one of the championship contenders as well, and Khorismi as well in that grouping. Harith Rosmaza as well. A lot of riders on form, and it's going to be a real enticing battle. they'll only have one free practice session, followed by qualifying, followed by the heat tomorrow morning, and then it's the final race. That's when we will determine the championship for the Petronas Sprinter Pro Am Cup. For now, free practice A, Amirul Afiq, Muhammad Solikin in first and fastest, Alif Aiman in second, third is Danish Aiman, fourth is Alaf Hairul Nizan, fifth is Alan Haris Herman, sixth is Zaki Ahmad Zamri, seventh is Khuzaini Mahmoud, eighth is Akil Daniel Asrul, and ninth is Amir Ashraf, 10th is Arfiq Hilman. Sorry, this is the list for the B grouping now that's just come out. So with that said, the Petronas Sprinter Pro Am Cup for the A grouping does come to a conclusion. After this will be the Petronas Sprinter Pro Am Cup B for their free practice session. Stay tuned, we will be right back.
Baiklah, kita beralih pula ke bagi pre-practice B untuk Petronas Perintah Pro M Cup. Dan dalam ni kita ada Akid dan Jumali, pelumba yang tadi kita cakap dalam perebutan kejuaraan. Dia menggunakan jentera nombor 54 dan Akid Jumali berada tempat pertama dengan 103 mata berkongsi dengan Alaf Harun Izan. Tapi package yang kita nak cakap tadi ni adalah package yang Danny katakan, there you go. Suhadi Ali Rahmat, kerana pelumba bekas juara kategori expert dalam kejuaraan Cub Prix satu masa dahulu 2006 dan silap saya, dan dia pernah menjadi rakan setugas duduk sebagai co-commentator untuk Cub Prix, dan sekarang dia kembali berlumba. Dan walaupun mengambil masa sedikit untuk Suhadi, tapi last 2 races dalam 2 perlumbaan terakhir dia pergi tempat yang kedua. Dia semakin laju, semakin memberikan cabaran, dan sekarang kita boleh lihat di tempat yang kedua terpantas sekarang ini. Dan ini adalah satu yang another equation yang perlu diberikan tumpuan. Walaupun kita melihat pada Akid dan Jumali, Haris Rosmaza yang dalam kumpulan nombor 12 itu Haris Rosmaza, perebutan kejuaraan Dennis Ahmad Zamrul, Alaf Harun Izan. Tapi bagaimana Suhadi akan menjadi pelumba yang akan cuba untuk berada di depan dan menjadi pengacau pada mereka-mereka ini.
Definitely, they will be the disturbance in the force for the championship battle. Quadismi going up to the top, trying to get that early filling in. Shafin Azrul Abdullah, he's finding some form in this session. Akid Jumali, championship leader, he's in this as well. Harit Rosmaza, third in the championship. What will be the response this weekend? It's really going to be a tough one to call. I'm just looking for Suhadi now. Suhadi's in third. Suhadi, he won't be thinking about their championship. He'll just be thinking he wants to finish the season with a victory.
I think for Suhadi lebih pada musim hadapan. Kerana tahun ini, musim ini dia mula menyertai perlumbaan di pusingan yang kelima. Tidak ada mata. DNQ, pusingan ke-6 dan 7, bayangkan. Gagal melakkan dirinya. Tapi bermula di Jempol, dia terus naik tempat yang kedua, dan di Iskandar Puteri pun tempat yang kedua. So maybe pelumba yang dikenali dengan nama Boy, ini Boy akan cuba untuk menjadikan perlumbaan persediaannya mungkin untuk musim hadapan, untuk memberikan tentangan bagi merebut kejuaraan, dan juga cuba melakukan sesuatu yang unik. Pernah menjadi juara expert dan juara bagi Petronas Perintah Pro M Cup. Don't think ada rider sebelum ni yang melakukan kejayaan begitu, dan dia akan cuba untuk menjadi pelumba pertama melakukannya. Kita tengok di hadapan ini Ibn Suhadi yang sekarang melakukan masa terpantas di Rita. Now nampaknya it seems that dari Suhadi Ali Rahmat adalah pelumba yang kita akan betul-betul berikan tumpuan dalam perlumbaan ini. Kalau lihatkan dia speed pun 80.58 km sejam, the fastest on the track belong to Suhadi Ali Rahmat. Syafiq Nazrul baru saja lakukan masa kedua terpantas, tapi Suhadi yang sentiasa berada di depan dalam perlumbaan ini. Kalau lihatkan pencapaiannya, lap pertama di tempat yang kedua terpantas, lap kedua masa kedua terpantas, lap ketiga kedua terpantas, lap keempat terpantas di Lita. So that's how serious Suhadi Ali Rahmat pada perlumbaan terakhir ini.
Yeah, it's going to be all out or nothing for Suhadi, and he will be the force to be reckoned with. That's Quadismi. What a heartbreak it was for him the last time round. A technical issue in qualifying, leaving him without a place for the final grid. So there is an issue in the heat.
Yeah.
And that's why he did not make it onto the grid. So Quadismi, he has to hope for the biggest of lucks for this weekend. And that's Suhadi now. And if Suhadi were to win it, and Quadismi were to finish second, Quadismi would need even bigger luck, because then it would require Akid Jumali, Alaf Harun Izan and Harith Rosmaza to finish quite far down.
Yeah, this is how and why Suhadi Ali Rahmat adalah pelumba yang menjadi penentu untuk kejuaraan musim ini. Kerana kita tahu, kita dah sebut contender tadi, 6 pelumba yang boleh gelar juara. Tapi what if Suhadi yang berjaya memenangi perlumbaan? Kerana itu adalah pencapaian yang ditunjukkan oleh Suhadi sekarang ini, dan dia boleh lakukannya Dan ini menjadikan kedudukan lagi terbuka pada yang lain-lain. Kerana jika dia di depan, pelumba di belakang, siapa yang beli tempat yang kedua, tiga, yang akan ada kelebihan. Suhadi lakukan masa yang lebih pantas lagi. 56.229 saat. We know, kita tahu bagaimana Suhadi kalau lihatkan pada pencapaiannya suatu masa dulu, beberapa tahun yang lalu. Dia adalah pelumba yang sangat laju di depan. Dan now it seems that all coming back to him. Dan kalau dia dapat mengekalkan pencapaiannya ini sekarang yang kita lihat, kerana dalam even latihan bebas ini pun dia lakukan masa yang terpantas dan kedua terpantas sepanjang daripada lap pertama sampai lap ke-6. Bayangkan, konsisten sentiasa catatan masa yang dia lakukan. 57, 57, 57, 56, 56 catatan masa yang dia lakukan.
Yeah, so Hadi dialed the clock back 20 years since his comeback into the championship.
20 years, yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable from Suhadi. And he's really showing up here at Penang. He did back off from this previous lap, as did Khwarizmi. Amir Ashraf now going up into second. Amir Ashraf, he just missed out on the championship battle. So he still has a mathematical chance, but it would
21 points, I think.
require Akid Alaf as well to have a DNF. It would require Harith Rosmaza to finish third or below. So very subjective.
Very unlikely dalam keadaan ini, we can say, because diharapkan so many things happen in sequence for him to be the champion.
Indeed,
But
indeed.
still, mathematically, dia ada peluang untuk bergelar juara.
It's still possible. It's
It's still possible, yeah. Possibility is there. Walaupun agak sukar bagi dia, tapi masih ada kemungkinan untuk dia bergelar juara. So I think from his side, apa yang dia perlu lakukan, dia terus mencuba. Again, because as you said, racing is a satu perlumbaan yang kadang-kala, you know, anything can happen. Perkara yang kita fikir tidak boleh berlaku, boleh berlaku. So semua ada peluang. Dan setiap pelumba mereka akan fokus sampai ke gasan penamat. That's the end. Baru mereka akan menerima apa yang berlaku. Whatever happened during that time, then they accept it. But before that, they will try their best.
Ooh. That was an aggressive racing maneuver there by Shafiq Nazrul and Akid Jumali. I don't think there was any ill intention. It's just that Shafiq Nazrul went for the space and Akid did not close that gap. Now Shafiq Nazrul, he's looking on form as well. He's all the way down in 13th in the championship, and I think he wants to finish the season with the podium. So again, another factor coming into this championship. Shafiq Nazrul now is the fastest on track as well, 56.017. So again, another wild card, not in the typical form, but a wild card in the championship battle now.
Could be juga nanti dalam perlombaan di mana pelumba yang merebut kejuaraan, mereka akan berhati-hati lebih daripada pelumba seperti Shafiq Nazrul, Suhadi Ali Rahmat, Amir Ashraf. Mereka tidak ada nothing to lose, so dia akan cuba 100%, more than 100% untuk mereka menangi perlombaan. Tapi bagi yang merebut kejuaraan itu banyak perkara yang mereka perlu fikirkan sebelum melakukan satu tindakan di atas lita. That can jadi satu antara penyebab juga dalam perlombaan ini. But this kategori ini adalah kategori yang sangat luas, terbuka untuk kejuaraan dan berbanding dengan lain-lain kategori bagi musim ini. Jadi tumpuan kita akan diberikan pada kategori Petronas Sprinter Pro M Cup ini untuk mencari siapa juara bagi musim 2024. Second flag telah pun dikibarkan dan akan tamat bagi Petronas Sprinter Pro M Cup sesi latihan bagi kumpulan B.
Yeah, this is starting to mix up quite nicely. Shafiq Nazrul first, Khwarizmi second, Suhadi Ali Rahmat in third. And the gap between them, less than 0.04 of a second. That is the gap between the top three. It is absolutely indistinguishable. And right now, this championship battle, it's going to come down to so many factors. It's going to come down to so many things outside as well. Will the weather play a part? For now, these are the results for the Petronas Sprinter Pro Am Cup Free Practice B. Shafiq Nazrul first and fastest, Khwarizmi in second. Third is Suhadi Ali Rahmat. 4th is Amir Ashraf. 5th is Nur Hakim Nur Hafizullah. 6th is Muhammad Shah Haidal Isham. 7th is Harith Rosmaza. 8th is Arash Fidaus. 9th is Shafiq Ashraf. 10th is Famin Abdul Muttalib. 11th is Fadrin Iskandar. 12th is Alif Ashraf. 13th is Akid Jumali, the championship leader, down in 13th. 14th is Muhammad Danish Fitri Aimizam. 15th is Afan Fekri Razi. And then 16th is Shamin Aiman Mahadi. 17th and 18th Arfik Hilman and Asafendi Hassan. So that's said and done. The Petronas Pinta Pro and Cub free practice comes to an end for the A and B group. After this, we will have the free practices for the 1-make races, so stay tuned and we will be right back.
Telah mencuba Petronas Max 95 dengan Pro Drive. Mari kita dengar apa kata mereka.
Bila tekan sikit, dia akan pergi jauh.
Kereta memang macam sup je.
Dengan dijimat, saya setuju.
Petronas Max 95
Dengan Pro Drive
Adalah yang terbaik.
dia memang lancar, responsif dan efisien.
Ianya petrol pilihan kami.
Kini dengan piawaian Euro 4M.
kita beralih kepada free practice untuk 1 week sekarang ini. Kita dimulakan dengan Yamaha PETRONAS Super Series, di mana dalam kejuaraan yang telah pun menjadi milik Muhammad Al-Syafiq Amirul Zaki, pasukan GT Max. Musim ini memang dia cemerlang menguasai kesemua perlumbaan kepusingan, berada di atas podium. In fact, dia hanya kedudukan paling bawah adalah di pusingan kelima, tempat yang ketiga. Selebihnya dia di atas podium, dan dia akan cuba melakukan rekod untuk berada di atas podium dalam kesemua perlumbaan. Tapi boleh lihat kerana prestasi ini tidak mengejutkan jika dia dapat lakukan. Dan tempat yang kedua, Muhammad Adam Syadril Muhammad Azril untuk pasukan Wu Wei Moto dengan mengumpul 164 mata. Dia dapat untuk menyaingi pencapaian Syafiq, tapi dalam pusingan yang ke-5 dia hanya mengumpul 10 mata saja. Itu memberikan kesan yang banyak kerana memandangkan Syafiq sentiasa berada di kedudukan di atas podium dalam setiap perlumbaan. So, battle yang akan kita lihat di sini adalah 3 dan 4 di antara Haidar Nur Akmal Muhammad Zaki dan Nuzul Adi Muhammad Sudin, kerana perbezaan mata mereka yang agak rapat, 139, 137. 7 poin saja, dan diperebutan untuk tempat ketiga keseluruhan battle yang kita akan saksikan pada perlumbaan yang terakhir ini. Pada perlumbaan esok untuk jentera nombor 22 Haidar Nur Akmal Muhammad Zaki dan nombor 8 Nuzul Adi Muhammad Sudin. So, 2 pelumba ini yang kita akan berikan tumpuan.
Yeah, it was a landslide of a victory in terms of the gap for Al-Syafiq. He's also made his way up now into the Wira KBS class as a wild card. So he'll be racing a double race weekend. He has been the rider who has had the most form, similarly to Akir Aziz's form in CP150. And for Al-Syafiq, what's special for him this season is he has been on the podium or on the victory spot on every single round. He has not been off the podium a single time this season, and that is not an easy task at all. But then again, must give a shout out to Adam Shazriel. There's only one occasion this season that he has not been on the podium either, and ultimately that could have been one of the big differences in the championship battle. The gap between the pair of them up to the final round is just 37 points. So mathematically, Al-Syafiq was crowned the champion last round in this Kejuaraan Putri. It's still a good season for Adam Shazriel, and I think a lot of teams will be looking at Adam Shazriel. I don't know, Akmal still in the mix for second place in the championship. However, of course, it all depends whether Adam Shazriel doesn't finish this race, and also at the same time, it looks like if we take on the performances alone, Adam Shazriel does have that advantage. Just looking across, we've had 32 riders in this Yamaha PETRONAS Super Series. Of course, that includes riders who came in for just a round or two. It has been Al-Syafiq's season. It has been Adam Shazriel trying to play catch up. For Adam Shazriel there, he's just got a bit of traffic in front of him. It's 10 minutes of the free practice. Nearly 6 minutes have elapsed already. Adam Shazriel, number 4, goes up into 4th place. As of right now, Al-Syafiq continuing on his dominant form. He's up into first at 103.9. Hadanur Akmal in second at 104.2. Nuzuladi now goes up into 4th. Irfan Zafri goes up into 6th. Haris Fendi up into 10th. It's improvements on the previous lap. And there we have Adam Shazriel just asking, by the looks of it, Shaputra to follow behind him. He's tapping on the rear of his bike. Interesting there, maybe a bit of a helping hand being given by Adam Shazriel. Of course, Adam doesn't have a hand in the championship anymore.
No, yeah. Satu lagi ni kita dah boleh lihat juga perebutan tempat kelima ke 6 dan Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Hafiz, Muhammad Afiq, Syazani, Muhammad Zaini di atas 16 dan nombor 6 dengan 77 dan 71 mata juga rapat untuk perebutan tempat yang kelima. Then we have Ahmad Ryan Kayum dan Ahmad Haris Ikhwan yang berada di tempat yang ke 7 dan 8 dengan 58 dan 55 mata dan 50 mata untuk Danis Rifki Yusnizam. All battle di bahagian pertengahan kerana 1 dan 2 telah kita ketahui Syafiq Amirul Zaki dan Muhammad Adam Syazril, Muhammad Ahadril yang memang tidak boleh lagi digugat oleh mana-mana pelumba pada kedudukan mereka. Jadi battle 3 dan 4 yang kita saksikan dan 4, 5 dan 6 dan 7 yang kita akan berikan tumpuan pada perlumbaan. Nombor 2 ni adalah Ahmad Ryan Kayum SFS Racing dengan 58 mata. Dia akan dicabar oleh Ahmad Haris Ikhwan dan Danis Rifki Yusnizam di bawahnya dengan perbezaan hanya 8 mata antara 3 mata antara dia dan Danis Rifki dan 8 mata antara dia dan dia dan Haris Ikhwan dan 8 mata antara dia dan Danis Rifki Yusnizam.
Right now, Haidar Akmal is up onto the top 102.5, the only rider in the 102s. Adam Shazril in second at the 103.1. Shafiq's dropped down into third. Of course, Al-Shafiq racing for nothing other than just end of the season glory at this point. He can continue on knowing that he is a champion of the 2024 season, and I'm sure he already has a good idea of where he'll be racing next season. And the weather right now, it's fair. It's really fair weather. It's not too hot. The sun is out, but it's just nice and calm for the first day of the final round. Weather-wise, looking at the forecast, we are expected rain right after lunchtime, just around 2 p.m. all the way until the evening. And I think the pattern will continue for tomorrow's race day as well. 90% chance of rain tomorrow. Just a question of whether it's going to be in the morning or the afternoon when the racing commences. For the other championships, should it rain, it will be quite a factor coming in. So right now there is a properly wet weather system coming from the Straits of Malacca. Looking around now for this free practice session, no improvements other than Ahmad Ryan Kayum goes up into 7th momentarily, then Alif Muhammad Hafiz steals 7th away from him. Ahmad Ryan Kayum down back into 8th place. So right now checker flag has come out. Alif Muhammad Hafiz, one of the new improvements, Shaputra as well, up until 11th. There's a checker flag now for the Yamaha PETRONAS Super Series free practice. After this, we will have both the Yamaha 135 LC Technique Challenge as well as the Honda RSX 1-Make Challenge, followed by the CP150 Free Practice 2. After that, we'll have our short lunch break and then followed with qualifying sessions for day 1 of the final round 2024 season of the PETRONAS MAM Malaysian Cub Prix Championship. Right now you can see the wind picking up across the flags there down the front straight. An indication of the weather to come, but for now these are the results. Al-Shafiq right at the end there. 101.825, he goes first and fastest. Haidar Akmal second, Adam Shazril third, fourth is Afiq Shazani, 5th is Nuzul Adi. 6th is Akin Nazran. 7th is Alif Muhammad Hafiz. 8th is Ahmad Ryan Qayyum. 9th is Irfan Zafri. 10th is Danish Rifki Yus Nizam. 11th is Muhammad Haris Effendi. 12th is Shah Putra Muhammad Fadil. 13th is Ahmad Muizuddin. 14th is Muhammad Ali Imran. 15th is Muhammad Shami Mifzal. 16th is Muhammad Ryan Darwish. 17th Ahmad Harith Ikwan. 18th is Nur Fatiha Balkis Muhammad Fauzi. 19th is Muhammad Irshad Hazik. 20th is Muhammad Nashdad Zakwan. 21st is Azam Fikri Muhammad Fairuz. 22nd is Putra Faris Fakrullah. And 23rd and 24th is Tanka Wang and Muhammad Ariel Sofian. So that's said and done. That's another free practice concluded for the morning session of the final round in day 1 of the PETRONAS MAM Malaysian Cub Prix Championship. We're going to head to a short break and we will have more free practice coming right up.
Makan. Ya, beralih pula ke Honda RSX One Week Challenge. Sebelum minit masa diberikan untuk mereka dalam free practice ini. Dalam kejuaraan ini juga masih lagi terbuka antara dua pelumba kelahiran Pulau Pinang, Muhammad Nakib Rifki Zulhelmi mengumpul 155 mata dengan jentera nombor 16 dan Fairil Hazmi Farid Sezli. Kita lihat sekarang nombor 17. Dia mengumpul 148 mata. Ya, memang ini ada kedudukan yang agak rapat antara kedua-dua pelumba ini yang hanya dipisahkan dengan 7 mata sahaja. Hanya 7 mata memisahkan Nakib Rifki dan Fairil Hazmi. Jadi 7 mata tidaklah jauh dalam perbezaan ketipan mata, kerana pemenang akan mengumpul 25 mata, tempat kedua 20 mata, tempat ketiga 16 mata. Jadi di atas podium pun boleh memisahkan kedua-dua pelumba ini. Bagi Nakib Rifki senang saja sipir yang perlu dia fikirkan. Dia hanya perlu berada di hadapan Farid Hazmi. Di mana saja Farid Hazmi berada, kalau nombor 3 dia perlu berada di nombor 2, kalau nombor 5 berada di nombor 4 untuk memastikan dia selamat sebagai juara. Itu yang paling mudah untuk difikirkan bagi Nakib Rifki Nur Helmi. Nakib Rifki musim ini yang kempen dia agak baik, bermula dengan baik, kecuali dia tidak menyertai perubahan di pusingan yang ke-5. Selebihnya dia menaiki podium kecuali dalam 2 perlumbaan, round 7 dan round 9. 11 mata pusingan ke-7, 13 mata pada pusingan yang ke-9. Nakib Rifki yang mahu untuk gelaran juara di sini, di Litar, di kampung halamannya, untuk mengesahkan dia sebagai juara Honda RSX One Week Challenge. Itu harapan yang ada pada Nakib Rifki Zulhelmi yang akan dapat sokongan padu dari penyokong tempatan dalam perlombaan esok berdepan dengan Muhammad Fairil Hazmi, Muhammad Fairil Hazmi, Farid Sezli yang berada di tempat yang kedua. Battle 3 ke 4 juga ada di antara Dawish Amsyah Ridwan dan Syuhai Zainfi Adli Syafendi. Kerana Dawish Amsyah mengumpul 113 mata, sementara Syahu Zaifi Adli Syafendi mengumpul 108 mata, dan juga Syazili Patili yang mengumpul 107 mata, dan Adi Putra Rahman mengumpul 100 mata. Mereka ini dapat kedudukan untuk perebutan tempat yang ketiga. 4 pelumba, Dawish Amsyah, Syazili Haifi, Syazili Patili dan Adi Putra Rahman. Syazili Patili yang bermula dengan baik musim ini, dia mendahului senarai dengan memenangi perlombaan pusingan pertama, tempat kedua pusingan kedua, memenangi pusingan ketiga, tempat kedua pusingan keempat. Tapi selepas itu prestasinya menurun dan menyebabkan dia dapat dipintas oleh Nakib Rifki dan Farid Hazmi serta Dawish Amsyah dan Syahu Zaifi sendiri yang dapat berada di hadapan Syazili Patili.
Yeah, Syazili Patili, we expected him to take it all the way down to the championship. But yeah, just after that DNF, it just went south for him. He's been a rider who's been in the 1MX for quite a while, and we expected this to be finally the season that he breaks through and contests the championship. And it looked that way for a while, but just couldn't come together for him after that DNF. Nakib Rifki, on the other hand, kept on going strong, and of course the rise of Fairil Hazmi, that's really what shook it up. So it's just really strange what happened to Syazili Patili about midway through the season. It was like exactly midway through the season actually, where it started going south.
Ya, dan satu lagi faktor adalah ada berapa ramai juga pelumba dalam kategori ini yang akan berlumba dalam kategori Wira. So they will riding into different categories di hujung minggu perlumbaan ini. That will be something yang berikan tekanan kepada Nakib Rifki dan Farid Hazmi, Farid Sezli, kerana mereka dalam perebutan kejuaraan keseluruhan, dan Nakib Rifki akan memikirkan juga dalam kategori Wira, tapi rasanya mungkin tumpuan mereka tidak akan kepada.
That was a low side there from Adi Putra Rahman, I think it was. Yeah. Well, he's lucky there that it was just a rear tire just going away from him. Just went down a bit calmly, just missing the curb there. It's just what happened. He just opened the tabs and the rear just went away. Luckily not snapping back on him, and
Yeah.
he really had to sit up on the divider right there. Luckily just a simple crash there for Adi Putra. Currently fastest in the list by nearly a second of a gap between himself and Shazili Patali.
Lepas lalu di pusingan ke-9 dibenangi Adi Putra Rahman. Adi Putra yang bangkit di penghujung musim 2024 ini memberikan cabaran pada lain-lain pelumba, tapi kita lihat tadi dia yang mengalami masalah sedikit di litar low side, tapi sedikit saja tidak memberikan kesan kepada Adi Putra untuk dapat meneruskan perlumbaan pada sebelah petang nanti, terutamanya untuk sesi kelayakan. Ini insiden yang lain. Menyebabkan dua pelumba nombor 15 salah seorangnya, Shazili Patili. Shazili Patili ya, salah seorang yang terlibat dalam insiden yang kita saksikan tadi.
It's a big crash there that happened between two riders involved. One of them, Shazili. Hopefully nothing too serious in terms of injuries. But now just 2.5 minutes remain in the Honda RSX One Make Challenge free practice session. And Adi Putra Rahman, he's gone out again to continue on for this session. You can see him there, number 10. In front of him there's Farel Hazmi. Farel Hazmi and Farhin Benjamin. Hazmi now trying to keep the championship charge alive. The gap between himself and Nakib Rifki, 7 points. Really is a tough one to call.
7 points tidak begitu jauh pada ni. Jarak yang boleh dikejar. So, kalau kita lihatkan setakat ini, hanya 2 kejuaraan yang telah ditentukan tadi dalam Yamaha PETRONAS Pro Series dan juga untuk 150. The rest are still open.
Still open indeed, yes.
Dan jadikan lebih menarik di hujung minggu perlumbaan ini, kerana kita akan dapat lihat penentuan kejuaraan di sini dibawa sampai ke penghujung musim. Dan dalam kategori ini Nakib Rifki Zulhelmi yang diberikan tumpuan. Dan kejayaan musim ini agak cemerlang bagi Nakib Rifki. 6 kali berada di atas podium dengan dia berjaya mencatat 3 kemenangan, dengan ke-4, dengan ke-6 dan dengan ke-8. Ini adalah bukan musim pertama bagi Nakib Rifki, dan tapi Nakib dapat menunjukkan kematangannya pada musim ini dan memberikan cabaran kepada lain-lain pelumba dan pada kedudukan baik untuk gelarannya juara bagi musim 2024.
Here's Nakib Rifki. Apologies, this is Arish Shazwan, one of the smallest riders in this class, having to work hard to bring that bike around. For Arish Shazwan, it's been a good season for Arish. He is a very small lad in stature. He's already proven that he has pace, even though he has to work so hard to be on the bike. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Irish literally grow into this class. He does have a lot of growing to be done. Irish there just peeking through the side because he can't really tuck it and see on top of the top guard there. It's really fun watching Irish ride around. You can see that again. Despite the stature, he's still such a talent. Now I'm sure Honda will be looking to mold him into the racer for themselves tomorrow. Right now, checker flag out for the Honda RSX 1 make challenge. Fastest in this one, Adiputra Raman, who suffered an early crash, but it was just low side, so he did come away from that okay. So this is what it looks like for free practice for the Honda RSX 1 make challenge. Adiputra Raman in first and fastest by half a second. Farid Hazmi, Farid Sesli third in the championship, in second now. Nakib Rifki, championship leader, in third. Shazli Patli in fourth. Fifth is Darwish Amshar. Sixth is Shahid Zaifi Adli. Seventh is Muhammad Hazik Nafal. Eighth is Farhin Benjamin. Ninth is Adam Ahmad Saidi. 10th is Anas Safi. 11th is Arish Shazwan. 12th is Sharul Izan. 13th is Muhammad Famirul Muhammad Alfi. 14th is Azran Rifki. 15th is Muhammad Imran Zakwan. And 16th is Putra Arif Iskandar. So that concludes the Honda RSX 1 make challenge free practice session. We're gonna head to a short break and we will have another 1 make challenge free practice followed by the CP150 free practice 2. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the penultimate action before our lunch break for the morning portion of day one for the finale of the 2024 PETRONAS MAM Malaysian Cub Prix. Join us on track with the Aeon Credit Service Yamaha 135LC Technique Challenge. This one, the championship is still very much a live battle. We still have 5 championships to be crowned for the final round. 2 of them having been concluded last round in Iskandar Putri. There's our host Nasha Edzira is walking around looking very serious. She looks for some stories to cover. Currently, for the 135LC challenge is going to be an interesting mix for the title fight. Sani Irfan leads by 10 points ahead of Arfan Ashraf. 10 points is the gap between the pair of them. Arfan Ashraf, last time round, 25 points of victory. Sani Irfan dropped down far, and that's why it's a 10-point gap now only. So Sani, even with that point advantage, his performance in Iskandar Putri does raise a few questions. Sani Irfan, the #1 championship leader currently, 150 points. He's gonna have to fight for the top positions. He can't just rest easy for this race. It will be a push. As long as he's ahead of Arfan Ashraf, he's safe. But if the performance of Iskandar Putri was to happen again to Sani Irfan, then the onus does go to Arfan Ashraf. Arfan Ashraf, 2 victories this season. Sani Irfan, a total of 4 victories. Only one other podium other than his victories for Sani Irfan, whereas Arfan Ashraf has found the podium as well only twice, other than his couple of victories. Arfan Hamdan's another one who's been riddled with inconsistencies. Arfan Hamdan, podium in round 2, podium in round 3, nothing in round 4, nothing in round 1 either, podium in round 5, victory round 6, podium in round 7, DNF in round 8, and 10 points in round 9. That is why he's not in contention for the title this time round. Going out to bed, that was Fakhrul Nabil just coming across, and here's Arfan Ashraf now, making his way down the back straight, with a swarm of riders behind him as well. Arfan Ashraf knows what he needs for this race. He just needs a victory and just hopes that Sani Irfan will have struggles once again. And if we look at the lap times, I would not be surprised if what happened in Iskandar Putri repeats itself. But then again, there goes Sani Irfan now up into 5th. But it's just that inconsistent lap timing from Sani Irfan. It's just seeming like he can't run a fast lap on his own currently. Arfan Ashraf now, he's in 8th in comparison. So if it were to finish in the race like this, Sani Irfan does become the champion. Again, we know the factors will keep on playing a role. Adam Sharom, he's been on good form, inconsistent, but he's always been fast. Hamdan will be another factor as well. Ahmad Shakir Abdullah, 3rd, 4th, and 5th in the championship. The final factor, another potential nail in the coffin for the championship fight. Arfan Ashraf on the limits there. Yeah, but the final factor will be the weather. We're expecting rain later on today, and we are expecting rain tomorrow as well. So that will be then the new challenge. Who has that wet weather suit? Who's able to put on that mask that allows them to forget that it's wet and still push on? Zakwan Anas now comes up into 2nd, and Afiq Hamdan goes up into 1st with a blistering 1:01.246. That's a whole second clear from Zakwan Anas in 2nd. So Afiq Hamdan looking good in form. Again, it's just that inconsistency from Afiq Hamdan. 0 points in round 5, 0 points in round 7. Had he scored big points there, he would be well in the mix for the championship battle. Round 1 as well, nothing for Afiq Hamdan. when he has finished, he's finished high, but it's just round 6 as well. Round 6 or so, only 7 points for Afiq Hamdan. So once Afiq figures out his inconsistency issues, then he will be an absolute top contender. Sunny Irfan now goes up into 3rd. Arfan Ashraf, where's he found himself currently? He's down in 9th. So pace-wise, Sunny Irfan does have the slight edge. Oh, Arfan Ashraf, he's gone up into 3rd. So Sunny Irfan drops to 7th. Now if we were to finish like this, I think Sunny just about edges the championship, but it's going to be such a mathematical battle. But again, Sunny Irfan just not looking in the best of forms towards the end of the season. It was a good double victory in round 7 and round 8 for Sunny. In round 9, we started to see the vulnerabilities of Sunny Irfan. Here he is now, riding alone. 3 minutes left in free practice. Free practice for the 1 meg races are quite important, as it is the only session other than qualifying that they do get to go out on day 1. Here comes Sunny now, he's down all the way in 8th. Comes across the line, he does improve up into 5th. So it's just behind Arfan Ashraf in 4th. Shahrizman Rosli goes up into 3rd. Rider with the number 1 plate, will he take the championship this weekend? Akil Anwar now goes up into 3rd place, and for now still no one contesting Afiq Hamdan's 101.2. Takwanana is the closest one to him in 2nd place. 0.4 of a second is the gap between Zakwan Anas and Afiq Hamdan. Sunny Irfan around the large roundabout that we have here, right next to the Stadium Batakawan. You see the weather, it's really nice this morning. It's hot, but there's a bit of cloud cover. You feel your skin burning slightly though, so it will be hot out there on track. This Shahrizman Rosli, Sunny Irfan on the previous lap, has just gone up into 3rd. Shahrizman Rosli now runs in 6th place. The numbers on the helmet are a big helping hand there, so shout out to Yamaha for putting those numbers on the helmet. Makes it easier to spot the riders. Akil Anwar now goes up into 3rd place. Nasmi Haikal up into 8th. Hezrik Shah into 9th. The rider on screen, Shahrizman Rosli, still holding on to 6th for now. In front of him is Aliman Sharo Shadafi. Under a minute left in free practice for the Aeon Credit Series Yamaha 135LC Technique Challenge. Yeah, that wasn't a good lap time from Shahrizman on the last lap. Good traffic for him after the roundabout. So he should have one last lap in this one. It's looking a bit further down, 23rd place, Angela Wong Anchi. We've been waiting for some improvements from Angela, but just hasn't come this season for Angela. Find the improvements that she needs. Danish Rifki now goes up into 8th place. For now, here's Akil Anwar running in 3rd, donning number 43, indicating we've had 43 different riders in this Aeon Credit Service Yamaha 135LC Technique Challenge this season. Behind him there's number 14, Mohamed Nazmi Haikal. Irfan Danish now goes up into 5th place. Checker flag does come out now to conclude this Aeon Credit Service Yamaha 135LC Technique Challenge free practice. Irfan Danish goes up into 5th. And now here's Akil Anwar just feeding off a bit of slipstream behind Nazmi Haikal. Shakir Abdullah goes up into 5th on that last lap. Across the line, no improvements there for the riders on screen here. And the run out of Sunny Irfan, not a bad 4, but not the best that we've seen from him. Ahmad Ashraf really needs to find something, however. this is what it looks like for the Aeon Credit Service Yamaha 135LC Technique Challenge. Afik Hamdan in first and fastest, Zakwan Anas in second, third is Akil Anwar, fourth is Sani Irfan, fifth is Ahmad Shakir Abdullah, sixth is Irfan Danish, seventh is Adam Mukris Sharom, eighth is Sharitman Rosli. Coming in ninth is Muhammad Arfan Ashraf, 10th is Danish Rifki Yus Nizam, 11th is Hezrik Shah Muhammad, 12th is Muhammad Nasmi Haikal, 13th is Haris Effendi, 14th is Muhammad Hakimi Muhammad Razif, 15th is Muhammad Akid Nazran, 16th is Aliman Sharul Gaddafi, 17th is Muhammad Danish Hakimi, 18th is Muhammad Fakrul Nabil, 19th is Muhammad Shami Mifzal, 20th is Hazik Shami Jeffrey, 21st is Muzaffar Shah Aziz Shah, 22nd is Muhammad Haikal Khan, 23rd and 24th, Angela Wong Anchi and Mizan Faris Daniel Jamizan. 24 riders for the Aeon Credit Service Yamaha 135LC Technique Challenge and the free practice session. We're going to head to a short break and we will be back with more action. The final action before our lunch break, the CP 150 Free Practice 2.
Mandakan 1 dan 2 telah pun ditentukan, telah pun disahkan oleh Muhammad Akid Aziz dan Ahmad Afif Amram, kedua pembawa Petronas sprinter Yamaha CKJ Racing. Dari dalam perlumbaan terakhir ini, penentuan tempat yang ketiga keempat antara Altroy Hakim Anwar yang tersaksikan sekarang ini dan juga Kasma Daniel Kasmayudin tempat yang ketiga. 104 mata untuk Kasma, 96 mata untuk Altroy yang jentera Honda ini. Pasukan Honda Extremo UZ Racing dan SCK Honda Racing Team. Jadi ingatlah Kasma Daniel Kasmayudin, pasukan Petronas sprinter Yamaha Majumoto. 104 mata bagi musim ini. Di Kasma yang berada tempat yang ketiga. Tapi dalam perlumbaan lalu di Johor, Danny, we seen that Kasma try his best untuk memberikan cabaran kepada dua pelumba CKJ, tapi nampak agak jauh juga dia ketinggalan masa itu.
Yeah, it just seemed like there's nothing that Kasma could really do. We can see that the CKJ machinery is just a step up compared to the rest right now. And Kasma, he's coming back to his brilliant best, coming back to the form of Kasma Daniel that we've come to know. It's been really good to see Kasma lively once again. I know Kasma just wants to finish off the season on a properly high note. And then the preparation begins for the 2025 season.
Ya, bekas juara Helmi Azman yang menuduki tempat yang ke-6 bagi SCK Honda Racing Team. Musim juga bukan musim yang cemerlang untuk Helmi. Ada satu kali podium dijempol, dia berada di tempat yang ketiga. Helmi Azman berdasarkan prestasi kebelakangan ini memang sukar untuk dia mengejar dua pelumba di depan. Dan juga Kasma. Untuk Helmi, dia akan cuba mengejar secara teras tempat yang ke-5, tempat yang ke-5, tempat yang ke-6.
It looks like for Aigo, it's still a bit of bike issues for him. Still not sorted from the previous sessions. Not looking comfortable in his bike. Keeps on checking everything, and I think for Aigo, he just really wants to finish on a high as well. He's got the Asia Road Racing Championship to think about, but now it's the final round. He's released that all the way down in 14th as of right now. Kasma, he's found his way up into 4th, but Azra Akimanawa 51.0, we're close to the fastest lap times of last season, which was in the 50.4. Azra right now finding some form on board the Honda RSX 150. Kasma, they're just absorbing all the bumps, flipping the bike down into the left-hander of the roundabout. It's a double apex to roundabout, this one. They take the early apex and then pull it back into the late. Kasma now pushing on forward. Oh, we have a fall over here. This is right at the roundabout. That's one of the pungs. That's Adeb Rosli. So that's Ayman Tahirudin who's gone down at the roundabout there into the airbag. So Ayman Tahirudin, who still hasn't fixed up his collarbone since last season. It's going to be one that he feels. Not only they're really on the limits of the grip for SCK Honda. Whoa, what a shot that was. If anyone was doubting the power of the CB150 bikes, that was an example of how powerful these bikes are. Oh, red flag's out.
It's a red flag. It's a red flag. I think berlaku pada Ayman Tahirudin tadi. Jadi sesi untuk CP150 ni dihentikan ketika ada berbaki lagi 8 minit 37 saat.
This is what happened here for Aiman. He just went straight into the roundabout section, and yeah, it's a nasty crash. So understandably, red flags are out now.
Ya, akibat daripada insiden melibatkan Aiman tadi, dan mungkin untuk bagi masa untuk memastikan keadaan Lita dalam keadaan baik sebelum sesi ini akan bersambung semula. Ya, ini tahu-tahu semua kenapa red flag, kerana untuk bagi kembali evac di Selekoh. Aiman Tairudin yang terjatuh ketika mengambil Selekoh tadi, dan akan sambung semula selepas ini nanti untuk berbaki 8 minit 37 saat bagi CP150. Big Exit Open 12.55, 2 minit lagi akan dibuka kembali untuk sesi ini diteruskan dengan Azroy yang melakukan masa terpantas sekarang di ketinggian Kasma. Afif tempat yang ketiga, Syadras tempat yang keempat, Syafiq Rasul tempat yang ke-5, 6 Akid Aziz, 7 Hafizah Rofa, 8 Hafizah Supahat, 9 Faris Hafiz, 10 Tengku Amirul Hafiruddin. And I think Daniel, it is more on Azroy and Kasma's battle now. Bagi Afif dan Akid, dia dah relax kerana telah pun mengesahkan kejuaraan mereka untuk pasukan dan juga 1 dan 2 dalam kedudukan pelumba. So it all up to Azroy dan Kasma yang sedang battle untuk tempat yang ketiga keseluruhan.
Yeah, it's a nice little Yamaha versus Honda battle that we will have for the final third spot in the championship. The gap only 8 points between the pair of them. So we should see a good race from either Azroy or Kasma, currently first and second in this list. So it should be really exciting, but that's a good sign to see Aiman walking away from that. That was a horrific crash, and that impact to the roundabout. It's really good to see him walking about.
Yeah, it's really a good sight to see Aiman walking. The red flag tadi adalah untuk memastikan keadaan Lita dapat diselenggarakan kembali dan selamat untuk pelumba menamatkan bagi pre-practice yang kedua untuk CP150.
See the Hafizat Supahat wasting no time there. The first one to get out. Again, it's a good resurgence from 1xx TKKR racing team. They're looking again like their former self. Syafiq Rasul before the red flag was in 4th. Hafiza in 7th. And Hafizat Supahat in 8th. All 3 1xx riders in the top 10.
Ya, 2 tahun lalu mereka antara yang menguasai dalam CP150 ini merentap di bahagian hadapan. Tapi season ini kita belum dapat melihat lagi capaian yang mereka pernah lakukan. Namun begitu, seperti yang kita ketahui, dalam CP150 ini adalah satu kategori yang sangat mencabar. Dan cuma pada 2 musim terakhir ini menyaksikan penguasaan penuh oleh pasukan Petronas Sprinter Yamaha CKJ Racing. Ya, tahun ini turun dengan 2 pelumba. Dan tahun lepas dengan 3 pelumba Izzat Zaidi yang mengalami kecederaan ketika perlumbaan di Skandar Puteri tahun lalu. Ya, masih lagi belum dapat berlumba bagi musim ini, tapi kedua pelumba mereka telah cukup untuk meletakkan diri mereka sebagai pasukan teratas, dan pelumba memiliki 1 dan 2 dalam kedudukan keseluruhan standing, rider standing. achievement, kesan yang baik untuk pasukan yang berpengkalan di Dengun Terengganu ini. Meanwhile, kita lihatkan di hadapan sekarang ni ada battle antara pelumba lain dalam menentukan kedudukan mereka. Ada battle tempat yang ketiga dan keempat yang kita katakan tadi, tempat kelima, tempat yang keenam. Juga ada persaingan dan lebih lagi pada pelumba ini pamerkan kemampuan mereka untuk mengesahkan tempat mereka.
Someone's gone down really fast there.
Yeah.
That's a big crash. We've seen a couple of low sides happening right to that turn. It's right before the start grid, so that's a fast crash. Couldn't see who it was. It looked like one of the Techni HM riders. The Fai Zekri, if it's Fai Zekri again, that's another crash for Fai Zekri. This is what happened here. Oh, he lost that very early on. Now still in the brakes, just approaching the apex. Oh, you can see that he's just getting up, so that's a good sign to see. But that just shows how slippery this track is right now. Helmi Asman again. How aggressive is Helmi Asman on the gas? I think Helmi's been doing a bit of supermoto training and he's just bringing it into the CP150 class.
Pencapaian terbaik Helmi dan tempat yang ketiga pada perlombaan di Blitar Jampo 9 dan pusingan yang ke-8 untuk musim ini. Untuk kedudukan masa dalam di Blitar ini dalam keadaan yang mana Blitar yang clear agak sukar sedikit. Ramai pelumba di Blitar sekarang dan ini akan ganggu sedikit cepat untuk lakukan catatan masa yang lebih laju.
He's out there running up the racing line and had to take evasive maneuvers. Helmi Asman now just coming across the dirt. You can see the dust and dirt on the track there on the edge. Helmi tips it in behind him. There's Shafiq Raso. For now, 1x2x TKKL Racing Team, 8th to 9th and 10th. All three riders in the top 10 still. They continue in this fashion for qualifying. I think it'll be the first time this season we'll have all three riders from 1x2x into the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
So strong finish to the season for them. This is what we want to see.
Tapi ini adalah sesi latihan yang kedua. Kelayakan akan berlangsung setelah petang nanti. Again, the third time that we see.
What has he put into the throttle? And it's not reflected on his lap times. He's all the way down in 20th. But the power in his bike and how early he's having to open is just remarkable. And I honestly feel like there's something wrong with Helmi's transponder, because I don't think he can be in front of Shafiq Hafiza and with that much wheelie and still be down in 20th with 53 seconds. I think he must be lapping lower than that. On the last lap, the riders behind him, well, to be fair, yeah, they were lapping in the 54, so could be possible. Watch Helmi again on the exit here. He didn't get a shot of it, but he doesn't look comfortable. We'll put it that way.
Dua menit lagi akan tamat bagi sesi latihan bebas yang kedua. Banyak benda yang boleh kita lihat dan kita rumuskan, ramalkan untuk dibawa ke sesi kelayakan yang berlangsung selama petang nanti.
Yeah, Helmi, I think he'll be heading back into pit lane to try and sort his issues out. Now the riders on screen there, the green and white. So holding on to this top 10 finish for all three. There is Fitri. He's having a good session this weekend. He's up into 5th, and there's Kasper Daniel, contender for 3rd in the championship. I think this is the least we've seen of Akid and Afif on screen, pretty much because their championship has been sorted and done and dusted. Now the championship battle is for 3rd. There's Kasper there, just getting a bit of slipstream behind the Jetron Warapang of Idul Fitri. Oh, Kasper on the limits of the grip as he chatters through the roundabout. Kasper, there we go. You could see it running away from him, but he kept it pinned. He didn't let go of the throttle, but ultimately he had to lose grip at some point. The control from Kasper Daniel is absolutely brilliant. Finds the limit and holds it just at the limit, and he still sets a decent lap time, 51.7. If it wasn't for that slide, I think Kasper will have been well into the low 51s. Just coming through there with the 2 CKJ riders, Akid Aziz and Afif Amran. But now we feel like Kasper Daniel on his last flying lap. I don't know if he slowed down much after the previous one. That could affect his current lap time. Idul Fitri there coming in front of Kasper. Kasper gets a slip behind him. Comes across on the inside is Kasper Daniel. And yeah, I think Kasper wasn't pushing early enough on that one. So 53.3 for Kasper Daniel. He's disappointed in himself. He knows he could have done more. Shafik Rosli just coming across now. There's Akid Aziz as well. Going across a shot there, number 53, Ahmad Shukran Aizat. He's having a tough session, all the way down in 23rd. But as the wind picks up around Stadium Batakawan, this is what it looks like for the CP150 Free Practice 2. Azrai Hakim Anwar in 1st and fastest. Akid Aziz in 2nd. Afif Amran in 3rd. 4th is Kasper Daniel. 5th is Idul Fitri Mahadi. 6th is Sharos Shazras. 7th is Shafik Rosli. 8th is Shafik Rasul. 9th is Muhammad Hafiza Rofa. 10th is Muhammad Hafizat Supat. 11th is Emil Itzar Izwan. 12th is Muhammad Faris Afiz. 13th is Tunko Amirul. 14th is Muhammad Hazik Muhammad Fairuz. 15th is Muhammad Faiz Zekri Sabri. 16th is Ayman Zairuddin. 17th is Amirul Arif Musa. 18th is Ahmad Darwisi Ahmad Sahir. 19th is Nazrul Izzat. 20th is Helmi Azman. Nazrul and Helmi Azman not having the weekend that they want yet. 21st Farid Hakimi. 22nd Harith Hazik. 23rd Ahmad Shukran Aizat.
Tamat bagi CP150, free practice yang kedua. Tamat sesi kita di sebelah pagi. Kita akan bersambung semula pada jam 1.40 nanti untuk Wira KBS. Latihan lepas yang kedua diikuti dengan CP125A dan satu CP125B. Petronas Sprinter Pro M Cup A pada jam 2.50. Kelayakan bermula dengan Petronas Sprinter Pro M Cup B. Kemudian pada jam 3.30 penentuan untuk CP150 sesi kelayakan Wira KBS pada jam 3.55 untuk menentukan kedudukan grid pada jam 4.35 nanti adalah CP125A dan CP125B. Kemudian diikuti dengan 3 lagi sesi kelayakan One Week untuk Yamaha Petronas Super Series pada jam 4.55, 7.15, 5.15 adalah Honda RXX One Week Challenge dan 5.35 petang terakhir adalah Ion Credit Service Yamaha 135 LC Technique Challenge. Kita berehat seketika. Kita kembali semula nanti pada jam 1.40 petang.
mencuba Petronas Max 95 dengan ProDrive. Mari kita dengar apa kata mereka.
Bila tekan sikit, dia akan pergi jauh.
Kereta memang berdesuk je.
Dia ringan, dijimat. Saya setuju.
Petronas Max 95
Dengan ProDrive
Adalah yang terbaik.
Yes, memangnya lancar, responsif dan efisien.
Ianya petrol pilihan kami.
Kini dengan piawaian Euro 4M. Ramai yang